You've been doing the right thing when no one was watching. You smiled through the storms, worshipped instead of worrying, and kept your heart pure when bitterness tried to take root. I've seen it all. Now, get ready. Greater is coming abundantly and unmistakably. Even through your lowest moments, you never stopped believing. You praised through pain, served while suffering, and kept walking even when the path was unclear. I'm about to reward your faithfulness with unexpected blessings and new beginnings. I've watched you hold on to hope when it would be even easier to let go. You stayed kind, even when kindness wasn't returned. You kept trusting when it didn't make sense. Because of that, I'm about to open doors no man can shut. A new season is being born. The way you've loved, even through disappointment, the way you've given, even from your lack, none of it has gone unnoticed. I'm bringing forth a harvest from every seed you've sown in faith. Greater is on the horizon. You chose peace when conflict called your name. You stayed quiet when you could be defended yourself. You loved without condition. That humility has reached heaven. A divine turnaround is coming. When you were misunderstood, you stayed gracious. When you were tested, you stood firm. When you were tired, you kept walking. Now, the shift you've been waiting for is here. I am doing a new thing, watch it unfold. You've planted in tears, but you will reap in joy. You've endured in silence, but your breakthrough will be loud. You've honored me in the valley, now I'm lifting you to the mountaintop. Your quiet obedience has made more noise in the spiritual realm than any shout. I've seen your perseverance, your faith, your love. Because of it, I'm releasing favor that will make up for lost time. Not a single act of faith went unseen. Every moment you chose light over darkness, every time you stayed the course, those were moments that built your next season. Now, your new chapter begins. You've walked the path of integrity. You've passed the hidden tests. You've been faithful with little. Now, I will make you ruler over much. Watch the windows of heaven open over your life. Even in the drought, you kept watering others. Even in the fire, you didn't burn with bitterness. Now I'm bringing you into a season of refreshing, a season where everything you've lost will be restored. The pain you endured with praise has become the platform for my power in your life. Your midnight worship attracted the dawn. Get ready for joy, overflow, and divine acceleration. You've honored me in private, now I will honor you in public. You've bowed low, now I will lift you high. A fresh wind is coming, one that will take you farther than you dreamed. I saw how you forgave them. I saw how you kept showing up, loving, serving, praying. You thought no one noticed. But I did. And now, I'm releasing recompense that will astonish you. You've been pressed but not crushed, stretched but not broken. Your endurance has become your testimony. Now, expect miracles. Expect shifts. Expect more than you can imagine. Every delay was divine. Every detour was on purpose. Now, what was hidden is being revealed. The next thing I do in your life will make sense of everything that didn't. You didn't quit. You didn't let bitterness take root. You held on. Now I'm about to blow your mind with blessings. The years you thought were wasted are about to make sense. They overlooked you, but I didn't. They rejected you, but I redirected you. I was setting you up for something better. Greater influence, greater peace, and greater provision are coming. When you stayed in the fire, I refined you. When you walked through the flood, I carried you. Now, I'm about to reward you. The struggle birthed something eternal. You've sown in secret. You've labored in faith. You've cried in silence. Now I'm calling you into a season of harvest. A season where joy overflows and blessings chase you down. Every morning you woke up and chose me over fear, peace over panic, love over resentment. It mattered. Your quiet strength is about to be met with my loud blessings. You carried burdens that weren't yours. You stood in the gap for others. You prayed when no one else would. I'm about to surprise you with my goodness. You will smile again, and not through the pain this time. Even when they walked away, you stayed true. Even when doors closed, you trusted me. That trust is the key to the new doors I'm opening now. Walk through them boldly. You've stayed humble in the waiting room. You've served while others soared. You've believed even in the stillness. Now comes movement, multiplication, and miracles. You didn't lower your standard. You didn't compromise. You stayed aligned with me. Because of that, I'm aligning resources, people, and timing for your breakthrough. When you chose faith over fear, when you praised in uncertainty, you built a foundation that can't be shaken. Now I'm building upon that foundation. Get ready for more. The suffering wasn't wasted. The silence wasn't empty. The sacrifice wasn't forgotten. I've stored up blessings for you, and now I'm releasing them suddenly. You kept clapping for others when no one clapped for you. You kept believing for others while your own prayers were pending. Because of that selfless love, I'm pouring blessings into your lap. Your life has been a living sacrifice. And now I am bringing resurrection. Everything that felt dead, hope, joy, strength, will rise again in greater glory. You didn't break. You didn't bow. You kept showing up. You kept believing. Now, I'm showing out in your life. This next season will leave you speechless in the best way. You've passed the test of time, the test of trust, and the test of patience. Now comes the reward. I'm releasing divine surprises, strategic connections, and supernatural peace. You've walked through fire and didn't smell like smoke. You've faced storms and kept your eyes on me. Now I'm about to reward your faith with a season of sudden favor and undeniable breakthroughs. Your patience in pain was worship. Your endurance in silence was strength. I've seen every step, every tear, every prayer. Now, get ready for the turnaround you've been believing for. When it looked like nothing was happening, I was working behind the scenes. Your silent seasons were not wasted. What's coming will be bigger than you imagined. You kept trusting when the answers were delayed. You stayed faithful when the blessings seemed far away. Now, I'm about to overtake you with goodness that will leave you in awe. You have been loyal through loss, and hopeful through hardship. Because of your obedience, I'm releasing a wave of restoration and reward. The season of struggle is shifting into one of overflow. While others chose shortcuts, you stayed on the narrow path. You honored me when it was hard. Because of that, I will honor you in ways that only I can. Watch me make a way. You passed the test of character, even when no one was watching. That private victory is about to turn into a public blessing. My favor is surrounding you now. You walked in grace even when you were wounded. You blessed others when you needed a blessing yourself. I'm multiplying every seed you sowed in pain and returning it with joy. Your faith has been tested, but not destroyed. Your hope has been shaken, but not taken. Now comes the fulfillment. This is your time to rise. You remained faithful when you felt forgotten. You chose love when hate would have been easier. I'm opening doors for you that others tried to close. You are entering a new realm of peace and purpose. I saw how you kept forgiving, even without an apology. I saw how you kept showing up, even when your heart was broken. Now, watch how I show up for you. You gave when you barely had. You helped when you were hurting. You stood tall while everything around you fell. That resilience is about to be rewarded with unexpected joy. Your sacrifices have become the seeds of your success. What you gave up for me will return to you pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The overflow is coming. You've been walking through the valley, but now it's time for the mountain. I've prepared a place for you there, a place of rest, renewal, and fresh revelation. Every sleepless night, every silent cry, every moment of why is turning into a testimony. I'm redeeming your pain. I'm restoring your strength. You're about to laugh again. I'm not finished with you. What looked like the end was only the beginning. I'm writing a better chapter, one full of healing, abundance, and divine alignment. You remained unshaken when the wind blew. You stood firm in the storm. Now, I'm planting you in fertile ground where you'll grow like never before. They counted you out, but I counted you faithful. While others doubted your purpose, I was developing your promise. Now comes the unveiling of my plan for your life. The pain didn't break you, it built you. The pressure didn't crush you, it refined you. You're about to walk into the fulfillment of every promise I whispered in the dark. You've trusted me with what you couldn't see. You obeyed me without having all the answers. Now, I'm revealing the reasons. You're stepping into divine clarity and provision. Even when you felt empty, you poured out love. Even when you felt weak, you carried others. That strength is being returned to you multiplied. A refreshing wind is coming. You humbled yourself, and now I will exalt you. You chose integrity, and now I will reward you. This is a season of recompense. What was stolen will be restored sevenfold. Your quiet yes echoed loudly in heaven. Every time you said, Lord, I trust you, I was moving mountains for you. They're about to fall one by one. You've been walking by faith, not by sight. Now, I'm giving you vision. You'll see what I've been building all along. It's bigger, better, and more beautiful than you dreamed. You chose love over pride, grace over anger, and faith over fear. Because of that, I'm opening the windows of heaven and pouring out more than you can contain. You didn't quit. You didn't give up. You didn't walk away. And now I'm about to do something so amazing, it will make you forget the suffering that came before. You kept your heart pure when you could be turned cold. You trusted my timing when you didn't understand it. That faith is being honored right now. I'm restoring everything the enemy tried to take. Joy, peace, clarity, strength, it's all coming back. You won't leave the season empty-handed. You've grown in the dark. You've bloomed in the brokenness. Now, I'm placing you where your light will shine. The elevation is divine and undeniable. You honored me with your whole heart, even in hardship. That heart is now the soil where miracles will grow. Watch what I do next, it's going to be glorious. The quiet prayers, the hidden battles, the unseen endurance, it's all leading to a breakthrough that will shift everything. What's next will be worth the wait. What's meant for you is never out of reach, even when it feels delayed. The timing may feel slow, the path unclear, but everything you've walked through is aligning you with something greater. Trust that the right moment, the right person, and the right opportunity are coming. Not by force, but by divine flow. Every delay you faced wasn't denial, it was preparation. The right people are being shaped, just as you are. The doors that seemed closed are being strengthened for when you walk through them. When it happens, you'll know why the wait was worth it. Right time. Right place. Right everything. You haven't missed anything that was truly meant for you. Life has a way of circling back when your heart is ready and your spirit is aligned. If something is bound to happen, it will happen not because you chased it, but because it was yours all along. The things that fall apart are often making space for what's meant to fall into place. It doesn't always feel good in the moment, but trust that divine timing is never wrong. What's for you is unfolding exactly how and when it should. You are not late. You are not behind. Your journey is unfolding with purpose, even in the pauses. The right people will find you at the right time for the right reasons. Keep growing. Keep becoming. You are being led into something beautiful. When the timing is right, you won't have to chase, beg, or convince. What's for you will align naturally, peacefully, and powerfully. The delay isn't a punishment, it's the grace of preparation. Trust the pace of your purpose. Sometimes what doesn't happen is just as important as what does. The doors that didn't open were saving you from heartache. The relationships that ended were making room for divine connection. Wait in peace, what's for you will never miss you. No amount of pressure can force something meant for later. And no mistake can stop what is truly meant for you. The right people, the right opportunities, and the right moments are already on their way, carrying purpose with them. Your story is not behind schedule. Life is aligning the moments you'll one day look back on and realize were always part of the plan. The person you're becoming is preparing for what's already destined to find you. What's meant to be yours is not found through striving, but through surrender. Breathe. You don't need to chase what's already destined. The right things are not just coming, they are being timed perfectly. Some seasons are for growth, others for harvest. You're in the soil now, being nurtured quietly. But when the time is right, everything will blossom. The right person, the right door, the right reason, it's all being written beautifully. Every closed door is direction. Every unanswered prayer is redirection. What's bound to happen in your life will happen not in chaos, but in peace. And it will make sense in the stillness. If it didn't happen yet, it means it's still becoming what it needs to be. You are not waiting in vain, you are waiting with purpose. In due time, what's meant for you will meet you with open arms. Timing is a language of the divine. It speaks in silence, in pauses, in redirections. If you feel delayed, it means something better is still being prepared. Stay patient. Stay ready. One day soon, everything will make sense. The people who didn't stay, the doors that didn't open, the seasons that felt empty, they all served a purpose. What's meant to stay will stay, and what's bound to arrive will arrive. You can't rush something divine. The right love, the right career, the right breakthrough will never require you to lose yourself. It will come gently, fitting like a piece you didn't know was missing. If something is bound to happen, no obstacle can stop it, not time, not distance, not delay. The universe is aligning every detail. Trust the unfolding, trust your becoming. Peace is knowing that what's meant for you will never pass you by. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to prove yourself. It will meet you in a moment you least expect, but most need. Your blessings are on a perfect schedule. They aren't late, they're just being built strong enough to last. You're not waiting for nothing, you're being positioned for everything. Let go of the pressure to make everything happen now. The best things are never rushed. They arrive when your soul is settled, when your heart is ready. Timing is part of the miracle. Stop wondering why it hasn't happened yet. Start preparing for when it does. The right time has a way of arriving suddenly. When it comes, you'll understand why it had to take this long. There's nothing you can do to earn what's already meant to be. Your job is to stay faithful, stay open, and stay grounded. When the right moment comes, it will be effortless. The right person will never require you to lose your peace. The right opportunity will never come with confusion. What's meant to happen will flow with grace, not resistance. What you thought was rejection was actually redirection. If it had worked out then, you wouldn't be ready now. But now you're becoming someone capable of receiving more. You won't have to force what fits. The love you've been waiting for, the chance you've been praying for, they're all coming. And they'll feel right, because they are right. The time you spend waiting is never wasted when you're waiting with purpose. Use the space between now and what's next to grow, to heal, and to believe again. Don't confuse divine timing with delay. Sometimes, the universe is rearranging everything so when your moment arrives, it will come with no regrets. You don't have to control the how or the when. You just have to be willing. Be open to the unexpected. The best moments often come unannounced but feel like home. Keep going. Keep trusting. The person who's meant to walk with you is walking toward you. The opportunity that's meant to elevate you is on its way. You don't have to rush what's rooted in destiny. Right now, it might look like nothing's happening, but everything is shifting. Quietly, powerfully, faithfully. The moment you're waiting for is waiting for you, too. When it's time, it will all align. When you finally let go of needing to know every detail, every outcome, every answer, that's when peace enters. That's when unseen doors begin to open. The magic isn't in the plan, it's in the surrender. Sometimes, the most beautiful chapters begin the moment you stop trying to control the pen. There's power in release. When you stop wrestling with how things will unfold and start trusting that they will, the energy shifts. The weight lifts. What once felt impossible becomes light, and grace fills in the gaps. Let go. Let flow. You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You don't have to hold the map to trust the journey. Sometimes, the best things in life are waiting on the other side of, I don't know how, but I believe it will. Worry weighs more than it solves. And every moment you let go of needing control, you make space for miracles. Magic isn't found in micromanaging the future, it's born in the boldness of trust. It's in the stillness, in the pause, in the quiet surrender of I trust you that everything begins to align. Life is not asking you to solve every unknown, only to walk forward in faith. The answers come when you stop chasing them. You don't need to carry it all. You were never meant to. Breathe. Let the weight fall. The magic you're searching for shows up not in force, but in freedom. Sometimes, clarity comes after the letting go. Not before. Sometimes, peace comes when you say, I don't know what's next, but I choose to move forward anyway. That's when you realize this is what trust really looks like. When your heart stops racing to fix everything, your eyes begin to see what's actually unfolding. You begin to notice grace. You begin to feel led. And life starts to feel less like a problem to solve and more like a promise unfolding. Let go of needing to know. The how, the when, the who. Let it all breathe. What's meant for you doesn't need force, it just needs space. Create that space by loosening your grip. The magic will meet you there. You're not falling behind, you're being positioned. You're not being forgotten, you're being prepared. When you stop obsessing over how it'll work out, life begins to weave beauty into your waiting. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to not know the outcome. When you finally surrender the need to figure everything out, you create space for unexpected blessings to flow in. The moment you stop trying to predict the future is the moment you start living in the present, and that's where all the beauty begins. The magic is in today. In this breath. In this moment of peace. When you stop needing to control every detail, you start to see the divine details that were being arranged for you all along. Trust is not weakness. It's the strongest thing you can do. Type Amen if believe.